The garden's like a child. It always needed something. But we ought to be self-sufficient these days. That was all I needed for tonight. Now, I focused on the garden. The seeds were beneath the porch, which kept them safe from the sun. I always wanted to plant the flowers, but we needed space for the beets. After that, I dragged the bag of seeds again, my legs aching, and dropped it back under the house. I never saw or nothing, but I knew there were wild animals around. Then I watered the beet seeds. Surprisingly, the summer heat hadn't gotten to the water yet. After that, I watered the tomatoes as well. I used to overwater everything. Didn't think there could be too much of a good thing. Now that I was done with the garden, I could start on dinner. Empty. He's already gone. This door doesn't open anymore. There's something stuck inside the keyhole. This house liked to sap my strength. Like a vulture, hungry, always. Sometimes I starved no matter what I did.
Lows in the upper 50s. Today, mostly sunny. Highs in the lower 80s. Southeast winds around 5 miles an hour. Tonight, mostly clear. Lows in the lower 60s. South winds around 5 miles an hour. Wednesday, mostly sunny. Highs in the mid-80s. South winds 5 to 10 miles an hour.
There's always some kind of mess here.
Mostly clear. Lows in the upper 50s. Today, mostly sunny. Highs in the lower 80s. Southeast winds around 5 miles an hour. Tonight, mostly clear. Lows in the lower 60s. South winds around 5 miles an hour. Wednesday, mostly sunny. Highs in the mid-80s. South winds 5 to 10 miles an hour.
You can't remember what he wanted up here. This hasn't worked in a while.
Forecast for central and southeast Butte County for the rest of the overnight, mostly clear. Lows in the upper 50s. Today, mostly sunny. Highs in the lower 80s. Southeast winds around 5 miles an hour. Tonight, mostly clear. Lows in the lower 60s. South winds around 5 miles an hour. Wednesday, mostly sunny. Highs in the mid-80s. South winds 5 to 10 miles an hour.
Up high, where they should be.
For central and southeast. lower 60s. South winds around 5 miles an hour.
Blessed are the merciful, for they will be shown mercy.
South winds 5 to 10 miles an hour. For central and southeast Butte County for the rest of the overnight, mostly clear. Lows in the upper 50s. Today, mostly sunny. Highs in the lower 80s. Southeast winds around 5 miles an hour. Tonight, mostly clear.
Welcome
Lows in
home,
the lower
Angie.
60s.
Tonight's recipe
South
is
winds around 5
hearty
miles
venison
an
stew.
hour.
Mix
Wednesday,
noodles, venison,
mostly
diced
sunny.
tomato, and 2 sprigs
Highs
of
in the
thyme in a
mid-80s.
pot. Cook on
South
medium
winds
heat.
5 to
Remove
10
after
miles
30
an hour.
seconds. Dinner's ready. Welcome home, Angie. Tonight's recipe is hearty venison stew. Mix noodles, venison, diced tomato, and 2 sprigs of thyme.
Lows in the lower 60s. South winds around 5 miles an hour. Wednesday, mostly sunny. Highs in the mid-80s. South winds 5 to 10 miles an hour. Forecast for central and southeast Butte County for the rest of the overnight, mostly clear.
I didn't usually leave the knives
Lows
on the
in
counter.
upper 50s. Today,
This house
mostly sunny.
had a habit of moving things
Highs in the
around.
lower 80s. Southeast winds around 5 miles an hour. Tonight, mostly clear. Lows in the lower 60s. South winds around 5 miles an hour. Wednesday, mostly sunny. Highs in the mid-80s. South winds 5 to 10 miles an hour. Burn around.
There was always some kind of fresh meat in the freezer.
Lows in the upper 50s.
Sometimes we got venison,
Today, mostly sunny.
sometimes
Highs in the lower
other
80s.
things.
Southeast winds around 5. Southeast Butte County for the rest of the overnight, mostly clear. Lows
I still needed more ingredients.
today.
The tablet would.
Southeast winds around 5 miles an hour. Wednesday,
Once everything was prepped, I placed the lid on the pots under my breath.
southeast winds around 5 miles an hour.
And took it off at what I'd hoped to be the right time.
South winds 5 to 10 miles an hour.
Wow, this turned out great. I knew what I was doing. Everything was always just perfect. After dinner, I went upstairs and prepared for bed.
South winds around 5 miles an hour. Wednesday, mostly sunny. Highs in the mid-80s. South winds 5 to 10 miles an hour.
Upstairs was my personal hell. No matter how hard I worked, it always needed more from me. Stuff that you haven't put away. His sheets are the last. I often feel like I've been shot through and torn up. Like I'm more whole than person. And sometimes I would look in the mirror and I would see myself and I would hate what I see. And while I was there, I'd think. I couldn't say it out loud. Where are you even supposed to be? Sometimes you can see right through yourself. I was done, for now. Finishing the day was like swimming up a waterfall. Like staunching an artery. Like saving a wilted flower. I closed the lid and started the machine. Calves aching, I crawled into bed. And finally, I was allowed to rest. The garden was like a child. It always needed something. I ought to be self-sufficient these days. Anything for hunger. Now I could focus on the garden. I went underneath the porch and got out the beet seeds. It was hot again today.
Don't listen to her.
Another sweltering humid
I think
summer.
she's insane.
I'm drenched head to toe.
You should plant the flowers instead.
I planted the beets. Then I tilled the soil. Good. Yes. Oh, that feels so good. Yuck. I don't know how you can stand doing this. Don't get me wrong. It's a good look for you. Clean yourself up so we can go inside. Once that was all done, I watered the tomatoes as well. I think you need a little more sleep if you want to do more. Accident waiting to happen. You just wish it happened sooner. She's here. You best be prepared. Empty. Not like there's ever anything worth reading. House liked to sap my strength. They picked at me, and I starved often. But tonight was going to be different.
Severe weather issued from County, West Virginia. Stay indoors. Heavy rain is expected and flash flooding is possible. Strong winds exceeding 50 miles per hour. Heavy rain and wind is expected to continue throughout the night.
Welcome home, Angie. Tonight's recipe is hearty venison stew. Noodles, venison, diced tomato, 2 sprigs of thyme. Count 30 seconds. There's no turning back. Dinner's ready.
Severe weather issued from County, West Virginia. Indoors. Heavy rain is expected and flash flooding is possible. Strong winds exceeding 50 miles
You wonder how these might taste.
is expected to continue throughout the night.
The knife was out on the counter again. Chop, chop, chop. Just don't look up. Hey! What are you doing? Stop it. Just stop.
Severe weather
You do realize no one likes your cooking, right?
Stay indoors. Heavy rain is expected and strong winds exceeding 60 miles.
Oh my goodness. Wait. You're just like her. Oh, nothing. There was always some kind of fresh meat in the freezer. I liked fresh meat. I liked how it was cold. I liked how it felt in my hands. You want to make this mess worse. It's just that, you know, there's always help out there if you need it.
One, two, three. Count with me from 1, 2, 3 to 1, 2.
It was awful. It was hard. I couldn't serve this. They were going to starve. And it was my fault. I placed the pot on the table, set the plates, and called them to die. I couldn't save them. Always. And all. The garden is weary and lush. Every day, I felt like I was drowning. I wasn't sure when this started. I felt like I've been drowning for a really, really long time. I've been drowning for so long. So I had this dream. I was this flower. At first, I didn't realize that I was a flower. I just knew that I couldn't move. I'd lose my legs, my fingers, my teeth. And then I finally realized I'd been plucked clean. I was this wilted flower, trapped in a vase. She ripped all of my petals off.
A flower. Or pick flower.
Dirty thing. Deflowered thing. Shambling. Filthy thing. This is where you are picked and plucked.
Sometimes I think about the world turning off. If every light that ever existed just disappeared, just like that. If the sun just shut its eyes and went to sleep. I like thinking about it like that. If the world just turned off, then
Fragile thing.
Desire.
didn't matter that I was gone. I just wasn't enough. Knitted into your richer claws. This is where you are picked upon and plucked upon, given as the giver of nectar, of which we devour and partake. Dinner is ready.